Pokemon delivers when it comes to the aspect of Pokeball customization. The player is given an appreciable amount of options on which ball they prefer using for the Pokemon they're attempting to catch. You might really want that shiny Wooper in a Dream Ball because you enjoy the simplicity of matching color palettes. Or perhaps you're trying to fill the Pokédex as quickly as possible, so you're chucking Quick Balls on turn 1 during a wild battle. As of right now, Sword and Shield has 23 different types of Pokeballs you can throw, and 3 specific Pokeballs you can't throw, those being the Cherish Ball, Sport Ball, and Safari Ball. We know the Cherish Ball is strictly used in events and mystery gifts provided by Game Freak. The bigger picture here is the Sport Ball and Safari Ball. It is possible to get a Pokemon that was originally caught in one of these balls from a past game in Pokemon Home, and from Home to Sword and Shield, though this requires a lot of transferring from game to game until you reach the titles that are compatible with Bank and Home. You could also try trading for a Pokemon inside of these balls through the GTS. The Sport Ball comes from Gold and Silver. It was originally called the Park Ball and used for the bug catching competition in National Park. 10 years later, HeartGold and SoulSilver were released, and the Park Ball used in the competition was renamed to Sport Ball. As of right now, Sword and Shield only supports a few Pokemon that can be carried in a Sport Ball: the Caterpie Evolution line, Nkata, and Combee line. The list will expand, seeing as how we're getting more Pokemon in the DLC. Scyther's going to be obtainable soon, so he'll also be added to the list of legit Pokemon that could be carried in a Sport Ball. Pokemon Bank supports Gold, Silver, and Crystal on the 3DS Virtual Console, but Pokemon transferred from these games to Bank do not retain the original Pokeball they were caught in. I believe it has something to do with Gen 1 and 2 Game Boy games not keeping track of which Pokeball is used to catch a Pokemon. Rather, the ball's usage was more for enhancing catch rates. Next up, originating from Pokemon Red and Blue, is the Safari Ball. Its usage is limited to capturing Pokemon within an area called the Safari Zone. One reason the ball differs so much from the Sport Ball is the Safari Ball is used in multiple variations of the Safari Zone, stretching out to different games in the series, while the Sport Ball is solely used for Johto's bug catching competition. Sword and Shield supports quite a lot of Pokemon that are carried in a Safari Ball, some being Rhyhorn, Ghastly, Oddish, Hoothoot, even Pikachu, who's only found in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald Safari Zone with just a 5% encounter rate. Hoenn Safari Zone did return in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for 3DS, but the Safari Balls were removed, instead giving you the option to use any ball you have in your inventory. The GTS does have a few gems lying around, even if they are just breeded variants of the original Pokemon caught inside the Safari Zone. It's still kinda neat to own one. You can breed a Pokemon in a Sport or Safari Ball with a Ditto, to get an offspring who also resides in said ball. Take this Tyranitar for example. I found this guy on the GTS in hopes that it's traveled all the way from the Johto region, but as you can see, it was hatched in Galar on March 10th, 2020. Still, we could now breed for a Larvitar in a Safari Ball under our trainer name. Let's make his birth monumental and hatch him inside of the energy plant. I feel like I should lift him and burp him. Better yet, lift him like Rafiki from The Lion King. Anyway, here's Larvitar. The Safari Ball carried over, and he's under our trainer name as well. Mission accomplished. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope I shed a bit of clarity on this topic. It's a pretty niche topic people talk about on forums and stuff, but I couldn't really find much about Sport or Safari Balls on YouTube and Sword and Shield. I'll be sure to cover Isle of Armor stuff coming up as well. Thank you again for watching and all the support. Have yourselves a great one.